Dink. What a nice little dink saying, yeah, I started. Okay. So, first of all, I'm trying out my new camera here, my DJI Osmo Action 4. I saw somebody did a suggestion that it had better heat management. And living in Texas, that's kind of important to me. Okay. Where we're going is we're going to go to my friend's house that they put on the market.
In 500 feet, turn right onto American Drive.
For them, tomorrow is trash day, so I need to put trash can out. And then I got a letter I need to put in the mail. But anyway, one of the main goals is
turn right onto American Drive.
One of the main goals is to see how this camera lasts. Well, there's the mailman right there. I think he's the substitute mail person, because usually it's a woman who drops off my mail. Okay, let's go by him.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Now, of course, there's no FSD in this car.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Yeah. One of my friend's positions is she's hoping that FSD will eventually, I guess, become part of autopilot. Autopilot's is an included package. FSD's extra cost. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I see your point. But, you know, Elon's proven before that he's not particularly concerned if you've already led the way and bought something, doesn't mean that he should not make things cheaper for other people. Although I'm really glad I didn't buy FSD for my Model Y, because I'd be upset. Yeah, that's life, right? Just like when the Model 3 refresh came out, I went and test drove the Model 3 long range. Why am I not here? Right? Oh, I love that car. That car was beautiful. It was great. Then they told me my car was worth $25,000. The Model 3 Performance, that is. I'm like, what? Basically dropped $20,000 of value in a year? That's kind of crazy. I mean, it's good news for those of you who are looking to buy a car and you want something cheaper. But the way it's undercutting the value of the car you already have, it's not helpful. Whatever. It is what it is. On the other hand, if Elon and Tesla get their way, within a few years, you won't be interested in buying a car anymore. You're just going to take Robotaxi, Cybercab, whatever they call it. And now I got 2 cars queued up, ready to put into the fleet. We'll see how all that goes. I mean, I don't know. But peace and army. So going back to the camera thing here, the other thing is, can I handle the size of video that the camera generates? don't know, we'll see. I haven't really looked into that part of it yet. I've only done a couple minute recordings just to see if I can connect to it. So now my phone will connect to it, will download, and I can airdrop to my computer. Yeah, that's what's going on. But we'll see. I mean, just like right now, I feel like this camera is probably a little too far back. Oh, it's about where I would have put the GoPro. But we'll see how it looks. And what I was doing the GoPros before was I would record for a while, push the button, and push it back to start recording again. And that took care of that. It made the file smaller.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Romans Ford Road.
You just had artificial brakes that kind of broke things up. And somewhere I thought there was a discussion where you could set the file size so it would automatically roll.
Now turn left onto Romans Ford Road.
But I don't know if the DJI will do that. And I think that's what I really need. So every 5 minutes, just roll a video. Start a new one. But you know, when I watch some of these people in their recordings, they had the camera rolling the whole time. So we'll see. What am I set to? Yeah, that's right. How long it'll take? 24 minutes, so about half an hour. Wait, where are you going? Of course, there was somebody driving a Cadillac. I gotta say, my friend's car actually rides smooth. So I just brought up the tire pressures. Service 40, 41, 41, 41. Okay. So they were down around 34, 38. I mean 34, 35 psi. So I brought them up to. I thought the tire was warm, so I didn't go all the way. Brought them up to 41. So at least that part of it's set correctly. We really should have another pound in there, but alright, where I'm going is this car rides so much smoother than my 2020 Model 3. But I've always looked at Model 3. The 2020 Model 3 is a performance. So you expect performance cars to ride a little bit rougher or a little harder. Harsher, whatever you want to call it. Suspension is less compliant. So you expect that, but it sounds like what people are saying is all the Model 3s are about the same. And my Model Y is a 2022. Yes, that one is a bit stiffer. Stiffer, I think is the word I'm looking for. And that said they made a change for 2023 there. So for passenger comfort, it might be nice to be a little less stiff. And this car is definitely less stiff. do is every time I come to a stop. Yeah, someday I'll be more professional grade, right? What Paul say? Keep your thumbs out of the steering wheel.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
So I moved the sign.
Now turn right onto
Why would you
Farm
move
to
that
Market
sign?
1431.
It almost feels like the mirror's moving or something. I guess I'm just not getting it adjusted right. Oh, that still has marks from the tape. Let's go interrupt right now. Oh, how about that? It has another sound if you turn it off or turn off the video. Huh, okay. Ding. Alright, so for anybody who's wondering, we're now in a 45 construction zone. We just haven't hit the construction yet. But up here is right lane closed. Looks like we have somebody observing the speed limit. Similar to what I'm doing, actually. Yes, I have a car behind me. So much smoother. So going back to that refresh Model 3 long range. Oh man, it had plenty of power. Right, so I don't really need a performance. It's just cool to have a performance. Like, oh, performance, what do you have? But do you really need it? No. I mean, I may have spun the tires a few times when the street's wet. On purpose. But nothing crazy. Not burned up tires or anything like that. In fact, with FSD, it drives so slow. Oh. Did they move these cones? No. You're supposed to turn off. Well, it's like this truck is going to pass me. We're in a 45. We're about to go into a 45. So I don't quite get what the differentiation is here. But then again, there are people who do 55 coming up this hill, going the other way. And I've actually seen Jonestown PD put people here just to catch you speeding. But they can't keep cops anymore. You lose your reputation if you don't enforce the law. But with Austin and several other places being short on people, well, this guy is really going slow. He's going 40. Why is he in the fast lane? Anyway, but everybody looking for cops. It's easy to go get that big money, so to speak. So, lady, you made a big deal about being behind that slow car, and now you're barely moving. Pickups that had to be moved over. It's the Toyota RAV4 that's moving up the road. Yeah, I figured it. I didn't really have enough time for this. But whatever. Some things just have to get done. And I think last week I didn't get the trash out because I didn't even think about it until later. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to go take care of that. Okay, whatever. I'll have to wait till tomorrow before I go shopping. Well, now my new supercharger is open. I don't have to go visit anymore. Past these guys. Alright, and you should be back. The Bobcat guy is not going all that fast. It was all replaced in Jonestown.
In 1 mile, turn left onto West New Hope Drive.
Yeah. Hey Elon, if you're out there listening, is there a way we could have alternate voices? I don't what it is about this woman's voice, but I have such a hard time making out what she's saying. To me, it sounds like she's mispronouncing stuff. Like Comanche. Isn't Comanche all over the place? But she says it weird. So things like that. It'd be nice to have an alternative. Now, I know with Waze, sometimes I switch it to the German voice just because I like the woman's voice better. Not that I knew what she was saying, but it was more pleasant. So I can do like Eins Weit Drei, okay? Which is probably more than most people, but. That's kind of fun. My father's grandparents, they lived in a German community and spoke German all the time. They lived on Long Island. With my father's parents, I don't even exactly know. Because Grandpa died relatively young.
West New Hope Drive.
And Grandma died young, relatively speaking. Whatever, peace and harmony. And I took Spanish in high school, but I never really used it. I know it'd say, no hablo español. Nein. Okay. Peace and harmony. See, I think if I had somebody to practice with, yes, I would learn German. And yes, Big Turkey loves it when I say nine. And she said 9. Kids are always a trip, right? I remember my oldest daughter, she hadn't even learned to crawl, really, I think. Yes, I don't think she even knew how to crawl.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto North Lakeline Boulevard.
I don't even know why I had it there, but I had a plate of watermelon sitting on the floor. And that made her crawl. Like, wow, okay.
Now turn left onto North Lakeline Boulevard.
All right, let me interrupt that. And you're back. Wow, okay, that was pretty quick. It's still an interruption of a split second. And those tones are much more helpful. So you got to hear more of who Crazy Ray is. At least from a kid's perspective. Yeah, so I already mentioned Long Island, right? So I was born in Long Island. My father ran a potato farm. Or he owned it, I guess. I've never really quite understood how that worked. I think it was the brothers. So it must be inheritance from Grandpa. But it's pretty obvious my father was the one who was the farmer, so to speak. One uncle, he was more just labor. Another uncle, I mean, he was a submariner. Now, I don't know if it was like he was in between being the Marines and the Navy. I don't know. Listening to the whine from the motor. My car doesn't have soul unless it makes noise. Oh yes, it's 255.9 here. Wow, for gas, unleaded. Does anybody even say anymore? It's just regular, right? Alright, going back to, well, if my car doesn't make noise, it doesn't have soul. My car makes noise. It's just an electric motor whine, but it's there. To me, I'm more interested in the performance aspect of it.
1,000 feet, turn right onto Sunny Drive.
Although there's also the efficiency. Don't get me wrong.
Now turn right onto Sunny Drive.
I think it's really cool if you can get 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour. Oh, that's cool. Now, does that mean I'm not going 85 miles an hour in a 70 zone? Yes, that's true. I'm not doing that. Then again, the fastest we went speed zone size is 55 miles an hour. Okay? Let's see, this is Brooks. Yeah, so navigation always likes taking that traffic circle.
In 500 feet, enter the roundabout
And I
and
don't
take
know
the
why.
third exit.
Because if you come in this way, you park the car on the same side of the street as the house. And it's shorter. But navigation's not excited about that. And actually, I'm going to the back of the house anyway, so it doesn't
In
matter.
500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Okie dokie. Take a look. We're good. All right. Trip because we're going to stop right here. Okay, most of all this is gone. That's good. Why is that gate open? Oh, geez, look at that grass. All right. Trips. All right, 19 miles, 30 minutes, 213 watt hours per mile. Yes, sirree, Bob. And I didn't reset trip A, so I don't know. Okay, there we go. How are you guys doing back here? Alright, so it looks like I have maybe 60% battery left. So that's pretty cool. Wow, maybe I can record the whole trip. I can't really read the numbers for how much time is left, but okay, we'll see how it goes. Onward, upward.